Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Rebels, you guys. More of season 4. Holy crap. Last time was so good, but so like full of what the heck stuff. The ending in particular. I will briefly get into my lingering thoughts on it. Again, I said this last episode, I'm watching it like 2 minutes later. So, I already said a lot of what I wanted to say, but I will, just kind of briefly sum up where I'm at 2 minutes later before we get started on the next one. But first, I do just want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys. So to recap, we had this mission where we were going to find Sabine's dad and free him. And we know that, he's on the way to this like public execution and they've got to stop the convoy to rescue him. Big action adventure, really, really, really fun stuff. Bo Katan shows up and is like, yeah, cool. I'm not cool with the Empire either. So, let's go. I love that she, it's not even that she looks a lot older. It just, you could see like everything that happened on her face. I don't really know how to describe it. It's not like she looked bad at all, but maybe some of it's just a different animation too than when I'm used to in Clone Wars. But man, it was just fantastic to see her again and see her in action a little bit as well. It's always a pleasure. But yeah, so we had this big like high flying adventure to get the dad, and we get the dad, and we get this great moment with Sabine and the dad, and I'm still trying to figure out what exactly the weapon is. I might be blanking on something that they've already mentioned that Sabine has designed. If I am, I apologize. I'm sure they'll go into it a little bit more in this episode, so I won't be lost for long, but I'm trying to think of like anything they've mentioned that Sabine has done that is that destructive. I'm honestly, there might be, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Did she make anything to like fight the Empire? I'm not sure, but I'm not going to dwell on it because like I said, I'm sure even if it's something I'm already supposed to know, I'm sure that they'll briefly at least cover it in this episode. But man, just the whole family gets taken out. All that's left is the armor. At first I was like, the first thing I thought was of this episode in Clone Wars where they have something that can take out organic matter. And I'm like, why would the armor have gotten left behind, but like the people underneath are gone? And at first I thought of that, but then that didn't make sense. It's not like the armor is inorganic. But then I remembered, oh, okay, well, it's just that the armor is like really, really strong. But dang it. Oh, you guys, that is heartbreaking. I think they didn't ever get to see the dad again and everything. It's just really, but at least they knew he was safe. But oh man, the fact that like the mom was like, they're not going to do anything. And that was like her last words. And that's why Sabine knew the noise too. That's why. So it must be something that I'm blanking on. I do apologize. It must be something that like we already knew that she made. And I just didn't remember it. But, suffice to say, Sabine made something. Somehow it fell into their hands and they used it to destroy like everything, including the rest of her family, which is so horrible. And like I was saying in my last reaction, they don't do a lot of like killing people on the show, like actually taking people out. When they do, I don't know why it just hits harder. It's like you can't believe that it's happening on the show. So, maybe it's even more impactful that way. But guys, I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next. I feel so bad for Sabine and her dad, and I don't know where we go from here, but I'm really, really curious to find out. So, without further ado, what do you say we get into it? Second part, season premiere, season 4 of Rebels. Let's do this. Oh, it's smoldering. Oh, Sabine. Oh!
There were rumors the Empire was working on a weapon to neutralize Mandalorian armor. That it had even been tested on our people.
Oh, no. Was that what she made? Oh, no. That's what she made? Okay, that's
Sabine,
what they were.
You can't blame yourself for this. You tried.
Everything my father said was true, Ezra. This is my work. I created the weapon that did this. And because of me,
When she was still with the
Empire's going to
Empire.
turn my mother and brother are...
Ah! Ah! Please tell me. Oh! Mom, bro! Oh, oh my God.
Mother!
I am so relieved.
We were caught at the edge of the weapon's range.
Okay.
Thanks to your warning, we made it out.
The others weren't so lucky.
Oh, dang it. Dang it. Oh, I'm so glad the mom and brother are okay, though. Yay! I mean, still awful that everyone died, though, because that was still a lot of people and their people. Oh, Sabine's pulling no punches right now. Oh, wow. Oh, not the, no. Oh! Ha-ha! Yeah! Nice!
A Mandalorian with a jetpack is a weapon.
Mandalorian? I don't want to be a Mandalorian.
He's like, I've had enough of the Mandalorians. Thank you very much. Oh, that's... He's like, hey! What's going on? I mean, that's one way to get in the way. Oh! There you go. I like how she doesn't need a ship or anything. She's like, get me out there with my jetpack.
Recording, you will see the first test trial.
Oh, no.
Clan Ren.
Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, they're gonna they're gonna show it. They can. Oh!
As you see, the ARC are Imperial stormtroopers. The weapon is fully operational, as promised. Grand Admiral.
Effective, yes.
Oh,
but you missed the true
please.
artistry of this weapon, Governor Saxon. It turns an armor, legendary for its strength, into crippling weakness, and it strikes at the very heart of your people's tradition.
You said the Emperor
it's
wanted this
insult to
uprising
injury.
dealt with.
It is far more limited than you promised. Or perhaps you thought I wouldn't notice.
I only had pieces of the prototype. I've done everything I could.
You cannot
Is that
make it
why
work
they
properly
wanted
because
Sabine?
you do not truly understand it.
That's
You
why they
need
wanted to
the
capture.
weapon's creator.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
need Sabine Wren.
Poop. That is why they were trying to capture her alive.
Governor, I mean
Dang
no
it.
disrespect, but what will stop the Empire from using the weapon on us?
Right, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, you guys are...
Unquestioning loyalty, Captain.
You
No.
think the Empire
Nice.
cares? Sir!
You told us you destroyed it.
I did. The Empire must have rebuilt it.
Dang it.
You're a Mandalorian.
Oh.
Why would you create such an abomination? This is the weapon of a coward.
Oh, but they
I was
made
young.
her.
It was a challenge, and I was arrogant. But when I realized the Empire tested it and actually planned to use it, I sabotaged the prototype and destroyed the plans.
Okay.
I thought that was the end of it. I swear to you.
Oh. I mean, she was a kid, and they told her to do it, and she didn't realize
so
what
this
she was
weapon
doing
only targets
fully.
Mandalorian armor, right? So why not make your armor out of something different?
What?
Ezra, the armor I wear is 500 years
It's
old.
very
I
important.
reforged it to my liking, but the battles, the history, the blood, all lives
Right.
within it.
It's more
And the
than
same
just
goes for
armor.
every Mandalorian.
This armor is part of our identity. It makes us Mandalorians who we are.
Yeah, it's part of their
Now it's going to
culture.
make us dead.
I get why you're angry.
Built that weapon, you betrayed us all! Traitor to Mandalore!
Lower your weapons. Sabine did everything she could to stop this from happening.
Yeah.
You must believe us.
I mean, that's why she
attack on
left.
my
No,
Oh.
Sabine, what are you doing?
What?
I'm prepared to take responsibility for my actions.
Wow,
It's
Sabine.
true. I designed the weapon as a loyal student at the Imperial Academy.
Which,
The
by the
Empire
way,
is
everyone
using
was
my
super loyal at that time.
It's only functioning at a fraction of its capacity. At full power, it will destroy armies. So,
Okay.
you've got a choice to make. We can fight each other, or we can destroy this weapon
Yeah.
once and for all.
We have bigger fish to fry than just who
I
did it.
understand now is not the time for us to be divisive. She knows
Right.
the most about this weapon and how to destroy it. We need her.
Yeah. That's right. Sabine. God, because we know she was carrying all that weight over that.
It's time for you to prove your loyalty. Not just to your family, but to all of Mandalore.
Sabine.
Is there any way it could be turned against the Empire?
I've studied stormtrooper armor, and while the thought has crossed my mind, that isn't our mission.
We
No,
just want to get
we
rid
have
of
to
it.
destroy
Yeah,
it.
it's
I
too
will lead the
dangerous.
attack team.
With respect, Countess, you can barely hold a blaster.
I'm just as good with my other hand.
She's like, the other
We'll
hand
need you
can.
for tactical support.
Okay.
So be it.
If
She
I
wants to
can
get
the
out
weapon,
there.
I can make sure.
You seem to be as impressed with her as I am.
I had my doubts, Rao, but she came back to face her past, and her bold
Yeah.
initiative has impressed me.
I think
has
she gets
become
it.
A courageous leader. She reminds me of the best of who we were, and could inspire us to become more than we have been of late. I will
Right.
not allow her efforts to be wasted.
Thank you, Bo Katan.
Working on the Duchess up there.
The Duchess?
The Duchess.
weapon after my sister?
That's
the
what
former
the
ruler.
Duchess is. Oh no.
series of bad decisions, okay?
Oh, you named it the Duchess. Ah.
There it is.
It doesn't seem so dangerous like this.
Well, it's not activated, so.
Oh, no. It's been
Oh God.
activated.
Oh. Oh. No. Oh no. Oh no.
Stay
Oh
back.
no. Crap. They
You truly are
trapped them.
brilliant. Except for thinking you could infiltrate my ship unnoticed.
Son of a gun. It was a trap.
See if I can persuade you.
Governor, stop. This is too much. I understand using the weapon against rebels, but if she makes it more powerful, how will we prevent the Empire from using it
See,
against
these are all
Mandalorians?
good questions.
I am the Empire.
Oh,
Palpatine has shown me
please.
the way to true
They would
power.
wipe you out in an instant if it suited them. Oh no! This person's just as power hungry as his
Just to
brother.
teach you a le-
Erase
That's-
everything. Every
Yeah,
piece of data
I was
on that
gonna,
weapon
I was
is
gonna
gone.
say we gotta get rid of like all the plants
Sabine,
too.
what's-
Oh, Chopper's
I'm
like,
moving.
please. I will move. Thank you very much.
Bridger? I finished my mission. Now I have to finish yours too. The Data Core was the easier mission.
Will you two knock it out?
Where's Sabine?
He got a mission and a half now.
Help me to increase the range of the weapon, or she will die.
Stop! I'll do what you want.
Sabine, don't!
She's gonna trick them.
You're doing the right thing, Sabine. This weapon of yours,
Yeah.
it can
And
unite
now
thousands.
you break it. Yeah, you break it.
Bring peace.
Or you take him out.
As long as our people are on their knees before you and your emperor.
Mandalore must adapt to survive. Would you rather we destroy ourselves in a fight that cannot be won?
You know what? I don't like you painting
At
the
least we die free.
yeah,
As true Mandalorians.
the Empire's better option.
It's done. The
not
weapon
true.
is at full power now, but I'm begging you, don't use it.
I'll
Did
take that
she
into
set it up to do something? Oh, that's what I thought. I'm like, she set it up to backfire on them. Nice. Yeah, let's get out of here. And it's gonna. Oh, so we did in the end, and we had to do it on the fly too.
Enough power to kill you, just to make you suffer.
Oh,
How does it feel?
yeah. How do you like it now?
Mandalore must be free.
At
Well-
what cost?
To beat the Empire, this is the only way.
It's not our way. It's their way. You
She
came here to make things right.
she's
Will the future
Had a
of
lot of
Mandalore
time to
be
think
one
about
of
this.
honor or cowardice.
Dang it, you're right.
Hope or fear. The choice is yours.
Wow.
Mandalore.
For Mandalore.
Let's destroy it. Yep, let's get rid of it. Completely. Oh! Here comes Ezra. Oh! It's guys! Relax. And we got rid of the plans, and we got rid of that. Now it's over.
That is why you should lead us, my lady.
You had the courage to make a difficult decision.
Because you
Your
were
guidance.
there.
You have the wisdom of a ruler.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one I trust to wield the darksaber more than you.
Think about it. Just think
And I am
about it.
not
Clan Visla is with you.
Clan Rook is with you.
Clan Elder is with you.
Clan Kreese is with you.
The protectors only.
Nice.
why the saber came to me.
Oh!
It came to me so I could pass it to you.
Right to you.
I accept this sword for my sister. For my clan. And for all of Mandalore.
She would want it this way. I really believe that. She could see everything she had gone through and who she is now. Yeah. Heck yes. I'm so proud of you. Oh my god. That's the end, isn't it? Dang it. Dang, guys. That was so good. That was so good on so many levels. Because we had Sabine having to make a tough decision that was it was a fork in the road for Mandalore. And we had Bo Katan guiding her. And it was just, if you've seen Clone Wars and everything, I think it's even more meaningful. If you have not, it's still awesome to know that somebody has come in and is going to make things right. But man, after watching Bo Katan's journey, I can't tell you how nice it is to like see this moment for her. She started off in a very, very different place than where she is now. And I just really appreciated getting to see her journey come full circle. Wow. I was proud of Sabine because you know what? I don't think anyone could have blamed her if she had been like, okay, well now we just gotta turn the tables. And you know, in a war, that is how you think. You think of like how best to one up the enemy. How can we turn it back on them? But the thing that I feel like Bo Katan is thinking about here is not the immediate, decisions for the war, but how we will rebuild in the future. And it reminds me of something that Obi-Wan said about how, like, the decisions that we make, I'm paraphrasing, it was such a good quote, but the decisions that we make in war are actually very important to the future as well. Like, yeah, it's tough. It can't all be pretty and everything. We get that. But at the same time, that still carries a lot of weight, and in a pivotal moment like that, you can decide what Mandalore is going to stand for in the future. And I was proud of her, and I was proud of Bo Katan too. Man, that story, that was even better than I thought it was going to be, because you could have, even just with the focus on Sabine and her family and her trying to make up for what she had done. And guys, I am so sorry because I completely blanked on the fact that, like, she mentioned several times, even like back during that arc that we had with her where she was like feeling so guilty and everything. She mentioned she built something that was bad for her people. And I'm so sorry. I don't know why I blanked on that. I don't know why I blanked on that. But as soon as they started up the episode, I'm like, oh my god, okay, yes, now I get it. So it was just the end of last episode and like the very beginning of this one that I don't know what happened to my brain, but it would have been such a great character arc for Sabine alone. But the fact that they chose to do something that is such great, like, character fulfillment for her, in addition to this character that, like, if you've been watching Clone Wars and if you've been watching, you know, it's just like even more so. It's even more so because we get kind of, we get the resolution to a story that, like, I never thought we were going to get. Like, I thought it would be, like, in the other series that I'm thinking of. And, well, that's also really cool that we get to see her there as well. This, I feel like, was a really, really awesome, like, resolution to that story. Satine. I love that her legacy is going to live on. I really, really do. That just, between that and, like, I feel like at the end of the series here, we are going in and just kind of, like, wrapping up in nice little bows all these different stories. And even though some of them keep going on, like, you know, Obi-Wan was one that came to mind, like the fact that we got to see a real coming of, like, full circle when it comes to, like, everything that we saw him go through in Clone Wars, and then, of course, through the movies, and up to now. And, of course, that story goes on, too, past the series, but I just feel like they're going through and, like, dotting the I's and crossing the T's for everything, and it is so satisfying. It is tremendously satisfying, I've got to say. I love that Sabine finally got to put an end to that, because we know she had forgiven herself, and she had let go of the guilt, and she had moved on. But I feel like this was that was the emotional manifestation of letting go. This was the quite literal and physical manifestation of, like, finally getting rid of it once and for all. So, you know, not only has she made amends with her family, but now I feel like she's really kind of made up for everything that was on her conscience for, like, what she had done in the past. Guys, that was really, really awesome. It was really great. So is that going to be the end of the Imperial Mandalore? I mean, the Empire is still there, and they're still going to come out, like, Bo Katan's right. They're still going to come after Mandalore in a big way. But Saxon was the brother of the other Saxon, and that was, like, they were the ones leading the big charge for, like, Imperial Mandalore. A bunch of the other clans were like, nah, we're done. So I think that might be the end. So now it's just going to be Mandalore versus the Empire, instead of, like, Mandalore versus Imperial Mandalore with the Empire backing them. And so I don't know if that's better or worse, but I'd be glad if we could focus on at least, like, reuniting the people of Mandalore, which just sounds like it was exactly what we're doing with a new leader. Wow. All right, guys, I could go on for days, so I'm going to wrap it up here, but that was fantastic. I loved it. I loved it on so many levels. I can't wait for everything that this season is going to bring. I know I'm probably not prepared for it, and I'm just along for the ride. So, and I'm really glad the family made it out okay. And it sucks that all the other people died, but that I feel like wow, that left me with such a bad, icky feeling. But, so, all right, guys, we're off to a great start with season 4. I loved it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today, and please, because I have a feeling there's going to be some amazing and really, really intense stuff in this season, please be sure to join me next time. I'll need your help. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.